The Assembly will come back to order. I will now appoint a committee of two consisting of Assemblywoman Torres and Assemblyman MacArthur to invite the Senate to meet with the Assembly in joint session to hear a message from United States Senator Catherine Cortez Masto. The committee will be about its business. And while they are doing their business, we're going to go to order of business 4, reports of standing committees.
Mr. Speaker, your Committee on Growth and Infrastructure, to which were referred Assembly Bills 304 and 457, has had the same under consideration and begs leave to report the same back with the recommendation do pass. Howard Watts, Chair.
And everybody could just be at ease for a moment while we wait for the Senate to arrive.
The members of the Senate are at the bar of the Assembly.
The members of the Senate are invited to chairs in the Assembly. The Secretary of the Senate will call the Senate roll.
Senator Buck. Senator Canizaro. Senator Daley. Senator Doñate. Senator Dondero-Loop. Senator Flores. Senator Goycochea. Senator Hammond. Senator Hansen. Senator Harris. Senator Krasner. Senator Lang. Senator Neal. Senator Wynn. Senator Orenshaw. Senator Pizzina. Senator Scheibel. Senator Sievers-Gansert. Senator Spearman. Senator Stone. Senator Titus.
The Chief Clerk of the Assembly will call the Assembly roll.
Assemblywoman Anderson, Assemblywoman Backus, Assemblywoman Bilbray Axelrod, Assemblywoman Brown May, Assemblyman Carter, Assemblywoman Cohen, Assemblywoman Considine, Assemblyman DeLong, Assemblywoman Dickman, Assemblyman De Silva, Assemblywoman Duran, Assemblywoman Gallant, Assemblywoman Gonzalez, Assemblywoman Gorlow, Assemblyman Gray, Assemblyman Gurr, Assemblyman Hathen, Assemblywoman Hanson, Assemblywoman Hardy, Assemblyman Hibbets, Assemblywoman Howdigi, Assemblywoman Kasama, Assemblyman Koenig, Assemblywoman LaRue Hatch, Assemblywoman Marzola, Assemblyman MacArthur, Assemblywoman Brittany Miller, Assemblyman C.H. Miller, Assemblywoman Monroe Moreno, Assemblywoman Mosca, Assemblywoman Newby, Assemblyman Wynn, Assemblyman O'Neill, Assemblyman Orentlicker, Assemblywoman Peters, Assemblywoman Summers Armstrong, Assemblywoman Taylor, Assemblywoman Thomas, Assemblywoman Torres, Assemblyman Watts, Assemblyman Urick, Speaker Yeager.
Here. I will now appoint a committee of two consisting of Senator Lang and Assemblywoman Howdigi to wait upon United States Senator Catherine Cortez Masto and escort her into the Assembly chamber. The committee will be about its business.
Honorable Catherine Cortez Masto, United States Senator, is at the bar of the Assembly.
The appointed committee will escort Senator Cortez Masto to the Chief Clerk's rostrum. Everyone please rise.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, please sit. My speech is going to be shorter than the standing ovation you just gave me. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, let me just say it is such a pleasure to be here and home with all of you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Governor. I see you. Thank you so much for being here, for our constitutional officers. Thank you as well. To our leader and our majority leader, thank you so much for the invitation. And to all of our members of the Assembly and Senate, thank you. Thank you for the work that you do, and thank you for the opportunity to continue to work with all of you every single day. I am going to be brief here. There are certain things that I want to focus on, and I want to touch on one of them today, and that's what I'm going to talk about. We're going to have plenty of time later on throughout the year. I know you guys got a busy legislative session. We're going to have plenty of time talk about so many issues that we need to address here to make sure we're doing everything for our businesses and our working families. But there's one thing I do want to touch on with you, with your indulgence, and we're going to get right into it. I think most of you know I love everything about this state, so I always travel all over the state. I try to get out as much as I possibly can, and I have heard from everyone, and I am so proud of the work that we have done together, not just really to bring our economy back from the brink, which we all know we address, but to look to the future. And in our future, Nevada is at the forefront of leading in the 21st century innovation economy. I call Nevada the innovation state because we have the workforce, we have the companies, we have the universities, the colleges, the institutes, thanks to DRI, and the labs, really, that are incubating ideas and pioneering the technologies and the jobs of the future. So let me just start with the clean energy economy. Ask anyone in the country what they see when they think of Nevada, and they will tell you the sun. That's what we have here. And we certainly capitalized on our solar economy, but what most people don't know is that Nevada is the center of this country's clean energy and critical mineral future. It's the only state in the U.S. that encompasses nearly every facet of the critical mineral and advanced battery technology. We've got extraction, to the research and the development, to processing, refining, manufacturing, and yes, to recycling operations. Nevada is primed to lead the rest of the country into the clean energy future, and we need to take advantage of this important opportunity to grow our economy, create good paying jobs, union jobs, by the way, and support Nevada families. And here in Nevada, we have seen the clean energy revolution coming for a long time. You all know this, right? So when I got to the Senate, I saw a unique opportunity to make Nevada the center of our nation's clean energy economy. That's why I launched the Innovation State Initiative to promote everything we can do right here in Nevada. You all know that Nevada is the perfect state for solar. You've worked so hard to promote its economy. You continue to do so, and I thank you for that. That's why I led the fight for a solar tax credit that kept new companies and new jobs coming to Nevada. I got this tax credit extended and signed into law under President Trump and then expanded under President Biden. Businesses are continuing to invest in solar production and jobs, and now we have the #1 solar economy in the country, thanks to all of the work that we are doing. And we know it cuts costs for families, and it supports our workforce. Just a few months ago, I spent some time with IBEW at the Gemini Solar Project, one of the new solar arrays in southern Nevada. And these are good-paying jobs for our workers. And while our solar industry is booming, Nevada has the critical minerals to power the world. And I can't stress that enough, but for too long, they have been extracted and shipped overseas for processing and manufacturing. We should be developing Nevada's minerals. We should be developing that lithium in Nevada, whether it's through extraction or recycling. That's why I ensured the bipartisan infrastructure law included legislation to boost our critical mineral supply chain while investing at the same time in battery manufacturing, recycling projects right here at home. You know, I've been talking about this so much on the floor of the Senate, they're getting sick and tired of hearing me talk about it, but this is Nevada's future, and this is our opportunity. I was one of the first senators to really introduce and pass legislation to boost electric vehicles, to develop our national strategy, and create real critical mineral supply chain. that was crucial for all of us here in Nevada. It already has delivered millions to companies like Lilac Solutions in Fernley, like American Battery Technologies Project in Tonopah. And just a few years ago, we all know this, these jobs didn't exist. And now they're supporting thousands of families across our state in just that short period of time. And I will tell you, yesterday, I was at TRIC. I was visiting Aqua Metals. Aqua Metals has pioneered a process to recycle lithium-ion batteries and recover the valuable metals and lithium hydroxide, creating this circular supply of critical minerals for domestic battery manufacturing. Why is this important? Because lithium hydroxide that they produce, they actually can use that to recycle and support companies just like Dragonfly. That's right here in Northern Nevada, that recycles batteries, that actually manufactures the batteries here in our communities. So Aqua Metals is a key piece, but there's so many more that we are benefiting from. And Aqua Metals, by the way, was benefited from the tax credits that we passed in the Inflation Reduction Act. And as they grow, they're looking to hire more workers right here in Northern Nevada. We have it all here, and we have the potential to make the most of it, as long as we're working together. Last summer, I just saw a few miles down the road in the TRIC. There is a company called Fulcrum Bioenergy. Fulcrum Bioenergy. It is literally taking municipal waste out of our landfills and turning it into clean burning jet fuel. Clean burning jet fuel. Right here in Nevada. Now, I know Fulcrum because I like to travel around the state and get out and talk to everybody, but when I was first touring their facility, they were having challenges at the federal level getting support to move forward with their production. They were having challenges with the EPA. So working at the federal level, talking with the folks in the administration and talking about the importance of this is where we needed to go. And so for me, now, the work that I have done working with all of you, allowing these companies to come here, Fulcrum is fully operational. The plant is supporting more than 1,000 connected jobs across Nevada, and it's a perfect example of the innovation economy growing right here in our state. And a key piece of that innovation economy is smarter, more efficient technology that will make a big difference for Nevada families. Thanks to the bipartisan legislation that we all passed, we're investing in Nevada's infrastructure, and not only just about airports and roads and broadband. Let's talk about wildfires. We see them in the north. We see the drought in this state, in the south. Every Nevada is feeling one of the impacts of this climate crisis. And that's why the bipartisan infrastructure package that we passed, that law included legislation that I fought for to support our firefighters and make sure that we have state-of-the-art technology we need to take on the wildfire season. And it's why in the Senate that I worked with Susie Lee in the House to support large-scale water recycling facilities in the infrastructure law. And then I personally negotiated for $4 billion for drought funding in the Inflation Reduction Act, because that is essential for what we need to bring into this state to make sure that we're doing everything we can to address these needs, but also looking to our future. And really, that's why we have to continue to work together to ensure that Nevada leans into this 21st century and takes advantage of the investments coming our way at the federal level. These are once-in-a-lifetime investments. They're not coming around quite often. And they're going to be there for the next 5 to 10 years. Let me just say, and I'm just talking about, there's so much money that has come into the state from the CARES Act to ARPA, but let's just talk about the bipartisan infrastructure law, the CHIPS and Science Act, the Inflation Reduction Act. Combined, just those three combined will invest more than $135 billion to build America's electric vehicle future, including critical minerals sourcing and processing and battery manufacturing. And I'm here to tell you, if we don't go after it, some other state is. And that's why we need to be at the forefront of this. So I have spent the last several years in the Senate passing this legislation, working with my colleagues in a bipartisan way to pass some of this legislation and laying the groundwork to support Nevada's innovation economy. But you all are my partners in this effort. I cannot do this without all of you. And that includes ensuring Nevada is in a position not only to go after these funds, but quite honestly, use them in a timely manner when we receive them so we don't lose them. That's what this is about for all of us. We all know, listen, this is not a partisan issue. I've had conversations with so many of you. We are all on the same page. We really are. And I'm asking you to join me in supporting Nevada families and businesses by promoting the opportunity that we have and advancing pragmatic, responsible investments in innovation in our infrastructure to grow our economy and create good-paying jobs for our families, our businesses at the end of the day. So not only am I asking you to join me, here's my request. Where do you want Nevada to be in 5 to 10 years? I hope you all are thinking about that, because I am. And I know when we look forward and we lean into this 21st century, what we want to do is lead and pioneer and be on the cutting edge of this innovation economy that is going to take our families and our businesses in this state and lead us to a future that is bright for all of us. And I know you all feel the same way. So I am looking for that opportunity to continue to partner with all of you. I am going to challenge you like I hope you challenge me, because at the end of the day, and I know the governor feels this way, we just had this conversation, this is about Nevada, Nevada first, and all of our family businesses. So thank you all for the opportunity to talk with you today. I wish you the best in this session. Thank you.
Senator Neal.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Senate and Assembly in joint session extend a vote of thanks to Senator Cortez Masto for
Assemblywoman Gonzalez.
I second the motion.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The appointed committee will escort Senator Cortez Masto to the bar of the Assembly. Assemblywoman Considine.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the joint session of the Senate and Assembly be dissolved.
Senator Doniate.
I second the motion.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. I declare the joint session dissolved. The Assembly will come back to order. Assemblywoman Howdegi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that the Assembly stand adjourned until Thursday, April 13th at 11:30 a.m.
Assemblywoman Howdige has moved that the Assembly stand adjourned until Thursday, April 13th, 2023 at the hour of 11:30 a.m. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned.